All right. So we're all loaded up for the departure here to Munich from O'Hare at the Lufthansa livery in the A350-900. Let's get inside here, get the plane started up. This ship is all okay. So now we'll go to ground service and I'll get the 2 ground power units so that I can turn on external power, and now I can do the checklists. Alright, to the aircraft. Yep. Confirm. That was a quick one. ECAM auto mode, sure. And I found all this stuff last time. It's all right there. There we go. Cooling and cabin fans. Where are they? Right here. Done. APU master on. Oh, do I have an APU page right there? Check. APU start on. Let's get the weather here in O'Hare. The altimeter is 2987. We're going to be cruising at 35,000 feet. APU should be available. There it is. So let's go APU bleed on and APU gen on. Turn off external power. RMP 1 and 2. I still don't know what that means. I still don't know what RMP means. RMP. APU agent. Light is off. All engine agent lights are off. Test. Alright, so I pushed it. Now we've got repetitive chimes, we had master warning light flash, we had engine 1, 2 fire, and APU fire, we had. Those were all red, all the discharge lights were on, and all the fire lights on the engine master were on, so the result is a pass. Cockpit preparation, overhead panel, capped and purser. I still don't know what that means either. I don't remember finding those buttons either last time. Ah, right there. Got it. Crew oxygen. On. Adiers. on. Nav lights on. Oh, it must have gone to the next page. Remaining lights as required. So logos are on. Wing lights are on. That's going to be it for now. Check. Seatbelts and no smoking. Lights are on. Okay, emergency exit lights are armed. And then the cross bleed. Where are the cross bleeds? Right here, and it's set to auto. Airflow selector, set normal. Temp selectors. Set. All batteries below 60 amps. Well, we're at negative 19 amps here, 5 amps here, 11 and 0. Okay, checked. APU gen fault light. Checked. Gen 1. Fault lights are visible. Bus ties. I guess in this case it's just one bus tie. Auto. Maintenance panel, all white lights off. The maintenance panel is up here. All white lights are off. Cargo air selected as required. Hydraulic electric pump green and yellow are on. This checklist is complete. Air data selectors. This is, yeah, sure. Anti-skid is on. Standby instruments are checked. Pedest thrust levers are idle. Serve system 1 PBs, system 2 PBs. So those buttons do the same thing there, basically. Okay. Next, controls page. Is that here? No, it must be down here. Controls page. Oh, right here. Controls page, select. TCAS is TARA and normal. Auto, 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 weather, auto, on, and on. Complete. Now we're going to go to FMS. We'll go to the init page. Flight number is Lufthansa 459. However, our ATC call sign is going to be Lufthansa 4 Charlie Heavy. So from O'Hare to Munich, the alternate is Frankfurt. We're going to be cruising initially at flight level 350 with a cost index of 50. IRS will align. Checked. I'll set this one. What's within 1, that's good enough. Next. ND. I'm going to change this to arc mode. I like arc mode better. I'll change this to 20. Constraints. Weather is on. Don't need that on. Checked. PFD is on. North reference checked. This stuff is not going to work because the IRSs aren't aligned yet. Back before push back. Alright, now let's load the plane up. So we need stairs, chocks, a passenger bus, a fuel truck, a luggage loader. I don't know what the train is, a cleaning truck, and the plane is at the gate. So we don't need stairs actually. Doors and hatches, loading, configuration. Now passengers, how many passengers do we have this evening? Looking at 274 passengers. No cargo. So crew, we'll call 1-5. Economy class, I believe it holds, what did we decide? Was it like I feel like it was like 190. Probably 195. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 empty seats, it looks like, so 198. And I don't see any more empty seats. Here, let's go 40. That's too many. 30. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go 36. Every seat's full there. Here, we've got 4 by 5, so 20. That gives us 269. That's pretty close. And a zero fuel weight of 50, or a CG of 56%. So let's go 4 here. 28. Let's try 5. 23%. That's pretty much what we want there. That gives us a payload of 44.4 thousand kilos. Which puts us at a zero fuel weight of 184,000 tons, which is a little bit above what we have on the load sheet, but that's fine. I'm going to take a little bit of extra fuel. I'm going to take, we're calling for 52.1 thousand kilos. I'm going to take, let's say we'll take 56,000 kilos. So implement, and now for fuel, let's take 56,000 kilos, implement. 56,000 kilos is only 23% of the wing tanks. Interesting, okay. Fuel quantities checked. Final load sheet is checked. That stuff's not done yet. IRSs will be aligned in 1 minute, then we can take care of the departure. Oh, it's going to let me do it now. So it's going to be runway 28 right. No SID. And now we're going to go direct Rainer. Insert next waypoint. Rainer. Oh my, this is going to be a long process. Why is it adding insert? Why is it adding discounts in between? Next waypoint from Brightman is Taze. Ah, there we go. That's how I do that. Okay. And then after that, it's Petty. And then Peacock. Why did this disconnect on me here? Come on. Come on. Should be reconnecting right now. So we're gonna be, it's gonna be, oh my. So we'll call it 4680 north. What in the hell? Oh, there we go. 4680 north. Enter. Why did it not go in? Insert next waypoint. 4680 N. Apply. Not working. Okay. Alright, I'm also going to move this over here until it decides that it wants to reconnect. I don't know what its issue is, to be completely honest with you. Okay, I'm also not sure why it won't take that, so we'll just skip that one and we'll go to MoFat. And then Janjo. Then Resno. Kokib. Slaney. Oh boy, now I get to put in Airways, Slaney. Airways via UL9 to Conan. And then UL607 to Matug. Insert. Holy moly, so there's Conan, and then there's Matug. Okay. And then it's Movum. And then the T109 airway to Harem. Then the T104 airway to Anora. What is that weird clicking sound? What's the weather in Munich right now? Is it rain? No, it's not. I got no idea what it is. Alright, so the weather in Munich right now, when it's 250 at 3. It sounds like teeth chattering. Like someone's like shivering. So the wind 250 at 3. We'll plan to land runway 26 right. 26 right. We'll take the ILS 26 right. Well, actually, let me look at the Anora. Anora 3 Alpha. Oh, and then I want the... And then... Okay, so this is one of those where I get like a RNAV transition, so... So the Anora 3 Alpha arrival comes from Anora. Ah, clearance limit is Rokiel. So I want a Rokiel 26 RNAV transition. Now the approach, ILS 26 right. From so I want the ROQ 26 on the Anora 3 Alpha. So let's look here now at what happens. So there's Anora, Zirum. So Zirum, Buram, Rokiel. That's all correct. And then the Rokiel 26 RNAV transition. I go from Rokiel to DM421. And then DM... Oh, I go direct DM429. I don't do all the points in between, apparently. Is it? I guess it is just a straight line. It's just a straight downwind. Okay. Looks good. So now... let's go back up here. Let's delete this, so we'll go direct to Rainer off the ground. Performance, I don't want that quite yet. Fuel and load, there we go. So gross weight is 240.3. 0.0 is the runway slope. Flap settings are going to be 2. So let's do 240 point, I guess it's 240.4 technically, so 240. Actually, 0 fuel weight is what I want. Zero fuel weight's 184 tons. 184.0. The zero fuel weight CG. That's the gross weight CG. We'll just go with 23%. So 23.0%. And now block fuel, we've got 56.0 tons, which gives us 5.0 fuel, estimated fuel on board, 5.0 tons estimated fuel on board at Munich. So now let's go 165. Oopsies. 165. 165. 168. It's going to be a flex temp of 35. It is flaps 2. We're going to take 28 right, full length. Cruising at flight level 350. Alright, what is this? Alright, let's get all the doors closed and see if that goes away. So, doors and hatches, close all. Ground equipment. Cabin announcements. Welcome on board. We'll play it. Oh, I don't know what that sound is. They're still here. I wonder if are they going to disconnect here pretty soon? Hopefully. Maybe. Alright, so that is entered. The gross weight CG checked. Seats, seatbelts, and pedals are adjusted. Parking brake. So better pushback. We'll call for the push.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
It's going to be a long-ass taxi. How long is 27 right? 27 left, I mean. How long is it? Yeah, we gotta go to... Yeah, we gotta go to 28 right? It's gonna be a long-ass taxi, though.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Doors to auto. Alright, so now let's go up to the overhead. feel like I forgot something in there, but maybe not. Let's go up to the overhead. We'll get all the pumps on. So hydraulics are on, and all the fault lights are on. Beacon.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
On. ECAM auto mode. I don't know how to check ECAM. I don't know how to set the ECAM to auto.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, let's kill a parking brake.
Starting pushback.
Lock
And
the
you may
cockpit
start
door.
engines.
Clear to start the engines. Let's get engine 1 spooling up. N2 and N3 are coming alive. So we're looking for about 25-ish% N2 before we get fuel flow here. And then we'll get ignition, so the EGT will rise and the N1 will start to rise a little bit more rapidly. There's fuel flow, the EGT is rising, and the N1 is coming up. So all good start indications so far on the number 1 engine. Engine 1 is available, so engine 2 start. There comes the N2 and N3 on this one as well, so same thing, we're looking for about 20-25%. We'll see the fuel flow increase, and then the EGT will rise pretty rapidly, and the N1 will come up a little bit quicker. There it is. I guess it's 25% of N3. Good start of engine number 1 as well. Check throttle idle, they are. Engine 2 is available, so we'll go to the next checklist after start. Engine selector, normal. What? It is set normal. Yeah, it's set normal. Engine 1 and 2 bleeds. Where are they here? Bleeds are on. APU bleed off. Packs on. Hot air, 1 and 2 on.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Is as required. We'll go auto mode
tow.
on.
Stand by.
Whoops, APU master switch off. APU gen off. Ground spoilers armed. Flap lever set 2 for departure. Let's disconnect the tow.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Flap lever set. Pitch trim checked. ECAM status check. ELMU. Ah, that's all this junk right here. And now all this junk up here. Done. Next. Cabin altitude mode. Auto and auto. Done. Next. There's the tug driving away, so he must have already given us signal and pin. Taxi checklist. Nose lights. Taxi. Runway turn off lights. On. Parking brake. Off. Thrust levers checked. Auto brake. RTO. It's set. I don't know. Why did it do that? I don't know. That was stupid. Checked. Checked. Can't do that quite yet. One, 2.8 for Unicom here, since everyone's logged off in Chicago. Let's get a little bit of power in here. Got the safety demonstration playing. Chicago traffic. You can, correction, Lufthansa 4 Charlie Heavy taxiing 28 right, full length for departure via Alpha November. So let's run the takeoff config test. And takeoff config is normal, ready to go. Just gotta get the lights on. So I'm gonna come down to come down to Alpha 7, and then I'll make the turn onto Tango. Whoopsies. So the next, after this one, the next right I'm gonna take, and then that'll give me the Tango, and then I can easily get to what do you call it? I can easily get to November. Let me get a little bit of lighting in here. So we'll make the right turn here at Alpha 7. Now I'm going to keep going past Bravo and we'll make the turn onto Tango. Plane looks pretty good outside here. Here's the left Tango. Now we'll make the, this says Mike, but it's actually November. Make the left turn here for November, and we'll follow 28 right, full length all the way down. Alright, so as we approach the end of the runway, there's no other planes ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead and get the strobes on. Landing lights on. Nose lights on. Takeoff checklist. Getting a little bit off center line here. Chronometer start. Take care of all that crap in the air. Flight attendants, please be seated for departure. So here's 28 right at November 5. That's the normal intersection you'd take. It's like 10,150 feet or something. We're going to go down to the full length. There's no reason not to. A little bit of extra runway helps us, allows us to do a flex takeoff. And there's no one else around, so it doesn't really matter what we do. So might as well go down to the end. What is the beeping? That must be the, it must be the, some sort of ILS marker. It's pretty annoying though, I'll tell you that. whatever it is, it's gone now, so. So on departure, we're going to climb out to, looks like 2,160 feet or so. Then we're going to make the climbing right turn to go direct Rainer here. At that point, when we get to 2,160 feet, that's when we'll engage the autopilot to make the turn. Chicago traffic, Lufthansa 4 Charlie Heavy taking off runway 28 right, full length, O'Hare, departure to the north, going to be turning direct Rainer, O'Hare. Make sure I'm fairly well lined up here. That looks pretty good right there. All right. There's flex thrust is set. Takeoff thrust check. We're going to the left here. Alrighty. V1 and rotate. V2. This airplane's very heavy on the nose. That's one thing I've noticed. Positive rate gears up. I gotta really pull back on the stick to get it to rotate. Really give it a lot of pressure. So yeah, so those must be the ILS markers that we're hearing here. I don't have the I don't have speed brakes out, do I? No, okay. Speed brakes disarmed. Alright, autopilot is on. We'll set climb thrust. Let's go flaps up a notch, flaps 1. Chicago traffic, Lufthansa 4 Charlie Heavy is airborne, passing through 3,000, turning northbound direct to Rainer, O'Hare. So flaps are set 1. And flaps up. Runway turn-off lights off and nose lights off as well. Checklist complete. Next. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Back. After takeoff. Anti-ice is as required. Climb checklist. Not gonna do any of this stuff yet, because it's all stuff once we get higher. Play the climb announcement. So we're looking at 6.0 tons of fuel left when we reach Munich, so that's plenty. I think that'll do it for tonight, guys. It's going to be a pretty boring climb out, so I'll stop it here. We're already at almost an hour long video anyway here. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/New England Aviator. Live there about 5 times a week or so, sometimes more. But thanks for watching, and look for the approach into Munich to be posted later today. Thanks. Bye, guys.